Hi, my name is Jenny McLachlan and I write books for children just like you. In this ROARsome Writing Club video, I want to tell you how I use similes in my descriptions and set you the challenge of writing some similes of your own. A simile is a writing technique where you compare two things using the words like or as. You're saying two things are similar. The clue is in the name. Simile, similar. I use similes to help readers really understand what something is like. A dragon's teeth, the colour of the sky, or how a character's feeling. Here's an example of a simile taken from one of my very favourite moments in Return to Roar. I use it to describe an ice dragon. Arthur, the narrator, says, "The dragon's pale blue wings shine in the sun and its body glitters like polished glass." I compare the dragon's body with polished glass using the word like. Another way you can write a simile is by using the word as. Here's a very simple simile I used in Dead Good Detectives to help the reader understand just how big and heavy Elizabeth the parrot is. Her chest is bright yellow and she's as big as a cat, but no one is looking at her except me. Parrots can be small or big, but this simile quickly explains to the reader that Elizabeth is one of the big ones. By the way, the reason no one's looking at Elizabeth is because she's a ghost. When I use a simile in my writing, I'm saying to my reader, look, these two things are similar, can you work out why? Often the thing I'm trying to share is obvious, like here when I want to show the reader that Elizabeth's quite big. But sometimes my similes are like a secret message I want to share with the reader. Did you see what I did there? I used a simile. I'll show you why I think similes are like secret messages. Let's look at that first simile again. The dragon's pale blue wings shine in the sun and its body glitters like polished glass. One reason I wrote this simile was to help the reader imagine a dragon with a beautiful see-through shining body, but I also wanted to hint that this dragon is dangerous. And this is my secret message. Glass can shatter, it can be razor sharp, it can cut. If this description makes you, the reader, feel a bit nervous, then good, because that's exactly how I wanted you to feel. Now, I bet some of you are thinking, Jenny, that is so annoying. Why didn't you just say the dragon looked dangerous? Well, I didn't do that because human beings love working things out for themselves, and this is what makes reading so much fun. I know it's also what makes it frustrating for some of you, but I promise that the more you read, the easier this working out gets. It's the same reason human beings love puzzles or computer games or mazes. We enjoy using our brains to come up with solutions on our own. How much fun would a maze be if there was a line showing you exactly where to walk? It would be boring. How interesting would it have been if I'd just said, the dragon looked dangerous? It wouldn't be interesting at all. It would be dull. Plus, you wouldn't have felt anything inside. And when you read my books, I want you to feel things. The secret messages hidden in similes help you to feel things. Let's look at another simile I wrote, but this time I want you to work out what the secret message might be. In this simile from Dead Good Detectives, I'm describing a moment when Sid sees Bones, the pirate ghost, lying on the beach. She looks at him and says, his black leather coat is spread out like wings. I compared his coat to wings because I wanted you to imagine how big and flappy his coat is. But there is another secret message I was trying to share. I'd like you to have a think and talk to your friends. Do big, dark wings make you imagine or feel anything? I wonder what you came up with. Here's what was going on in my mind when I wrote that simile. But don't worry if you thought of a different answer, because I love it when my readers imagine different things to me. I compared Bones' coat to wings because I wanted you to understand how scared and confused Sid feels at this moment in the book, and I wanted the reader to feel a bit of this fear and confusion too. Sid isn't sure what Bones is. Is he a human being, or a ghost, or a monster? Sid really doesn't know, and by comparing Bones' coat to wings, I share her confusion with you. Vampires have wings, bats, birds and dragons have wings, and something with big wings can move quickly and perhaps catch Sid. What is this strange creature Sid is looking at on the beach? That was my secret message. Now it's your turn to write a simile with a secret message. I'd like you to try and write 1 or 2 similes about Stink, the fairy in this book. Stink has yellow, bubbly hair like this. Can you write 1 or 2 similes that not only tell the reader what Stink's hair looks like, but also, if you want to take on an extra challenge, tell us a bit more about her personality, which is fun, lively, wild, naughty. What thing could you compare her hair to that would make the reader think of fun things? Now, the first thing you need to do is collect lots of words to help you describe what her hair looks like. So take a look at her hair and come up with a list. Think of the colour and the shape. Here are some words to get you started. Ice cream, sheep, bananas, clouds, bubble wrap. Then decide which of these words will make the reader think of fun or wild things as well and use them in a simile. You could try and finish off one of these sentences. Stink's hair was like what? Okay, let's go. How did you get on? My best simile was this, I think. Stink's hair was like lumpy custard balanced on her head. My obvious message in that simile is that her hair is yellow and bumpy. My secret message is that Stink is a bit of a clown. Hopefully custard will make my reader think of custard pies being thrown in faces, or I might think that Stink is annoying because, let's be honest, who likes finding lumps in their custard? Plus, the fact that it's balanced on her head should make the reader a bit nervous about Stink and wonder if she's going to make a big mess. Spoiler alert, yes she is. I might use my simile in my next Stink book, and if your teacher shares your similes with me, maybe I'll use one of yours, if you don't mind lending it to me. Have loads of fun writing your similes. Use them in your writing to help you describe quite simple things, but also to share secret messages that your reader will love working out. Check out my other ROARsome Writing Club videos, and remember, let your imaginations run wild.